series. I'm going to just project my slide. Okay, so you're all welcome. If you can see me and hear me clearly, please indicate in the awesome. Indicate in the chat section while we proceed. So you're all welcome. In this session, our maiden very first edition, we'll be talking about 2022 business opportunities outlook. Some of the things you need to, ways you need to position yourself for 2022. Some of the opportunities you need to look out for, even as we get into the year, right? So we'll talk about business review. We'll talk about house cleaning and positioning for opportunities in 2021. I'll do in 2022. My apologies. I would introduce myself shortly. Well, let me first introduce the company hosting this program, which is CorporateBestie.com. We are a technology company and we're using technology to democratize entrepreneurship. We want to make entrepreneurship, the essence of entrepreneurship, accessible to everyone and anyone wherever they are across the world, right? So we're currently supporting founders and entrepreneurs to incorporate and launch their potential billion-dollar ideas without hassles or complex paperwork, and we're currently running or operational in Nigeria and the United States. So today, if you're somebody who wants to register your business, you want to incorporate your idea, you want to launch your idea, you can go to our website at www.corporatebestie.com to get started. All you need to do at the initial phase is to put in your first name, your email address, and click on the Get Started button, and then you get all the tools and the steps that you need to incorporate your business. Okay? So this is me. My name is Bestie Tamara Atti. I'm a lawyer and entrepreneur. In short, all the things I've done over the years, I've centered around law and entrepreneurship. I am the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer for CorporateBestie.com. I'm also a coach on the Tony Lumilu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program, which is a program that has trained thousands of entrepreneurs across Africa, empowering them with grants and business resources to help them grow their businesses. I'm also a trainer on the Boost with Facebook program, which is a program organized by Meta. They are now called Meta, formerly called Facebook. And this program is designed to help small business owners to leverage digital tools such as Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger to scale their businesses, to drive visibility, to attract new customers, and to make sales. So that's in summary who I am. I have over 5 years experience training and teaching entrepreneurs, startups, founders how to scale their businesses, how to incorporate and how to launch their businesses. And I trust that this session today would be very beneficial to you. Okay? I trust it will be very beneficial to you and your business. Okay? So we're going to go straight into the crux of the matter today. And I want to start by saying that there are two types of people in the world. There are two types of people in the world. And if you're listening to me now, I want you to tell me in the comment section which category you belong to, which of these category of people you belong to. Okay? There are two for Olubosun and Ibsen. Tell me which of these categories you belong to. There are two types of people in my classification in the world. The first group of people are called superheroes, aka entrepreneurs. The second group of people are others. So the first group of people are people who are, they are so brave, they're courageous, they identify problems and are able to create solutions for those problems. They are not afraid to take action. They're not the people who just sit down and watch things happen. They are the ones who go out there to make things happen. Yes, they are the superheroes. They make things happen. They look at a situation, they look at a community, they look at their country, their continent, the world, and are able to identify the problems that are lacking and the problems that that are eminent in those situations, and are able to create solutions to those problems. And then, so there are those group of people, and then there are people who are in the crowd. And there's nothing wrong with being for being in the crowd, right? But there's a lot of opportunities for people who are superheroes, who are entrepreneurs. And I trust that for all of you who are in this session tonight, you are one of those entrepreneurs. So just tell me in the comment section where you belong. Are you an entrepreneur, or are you part of the others? You're in the crowd, right? So I'll go straight into it. I'm going to share this report. It's called it's put together by Max Cuvellier and Maxine Bayen. Okay, they're two amazing people who are, they are able to put together data that helps us to make decisions, right? And I think I'll share the link in my email for those of you actively, watching out for my email. Thank you so much. I'll share the link to the email so that you would also look through it and see this in detail. Despite the current pandemic and everything that's happening in our world today, right? Since 2020, we're already in 2021, 2022. We just rounded up with 2021, and this is already 2022, right? But despite everything that is happening in the world, despite the pandemic, despite the inflation and everything that is going on, the entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem continues to grow. The entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem continues to blossom, right? And it is largely because of the opportunities there. Okay, according to Max Cuvellier, over $4.3 billion was raised in 2021 alone by startups, and it is projected to get higher in 2022. Over $4.3 billion was raised only in 2021. And if you look at my slide carefully, you would see certain countries that have been highlighted. Okay, so the big four being Nigeria, Egypt, Kenya, and South Africa. Nigeria alone was able to raise $1.5 billion in investment. This is funding raised by startups in the country through deals. They were able to raise over $100,000, at least over $100,000. Okay, so what this essentially tells us is money is flowing into the continent, but it only gets to people who are, in quotes, superheroes, who are able to identify problems within their ecosystem, within their communities, and proffer solutions to solve those problems. There's a lot of things that have happened over the last 2 years since COVID happened in 2020, right? And in these 2 years, we've seen businesses crash. We've seen lots of businesses also come up. Okay, and if you go through this data carefully, you'll see where the money is flowing into, and we'll talk a bit about that in this slide as well. If you're still here and you're following, or you'd love to have this slide, the slide I'm currently sharing, and the link to this data, please let me know in the chat, and I'll do well to share it. Okay, so there's a lot of money flowing into the continent, but it only flows to those who are ready for it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is to review your business. So whatever type of business you're doing, and I would also like to know that in the comment section. Tell me, tell me your name, the name of your business, and what you're about, so that I also would fine-tune this to speak to your specific business as we go. Okay, this session is not going to last for too long, but I'm going to make sure that it is so valuable to everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, awesome. So the first thing you want to do as a business owner who is looking forward to exploring in business, in the entrepreneurship ecosystem, is to take some time out for yourself, for your business, and to do a thorough review. What does this mean? It means going through your business in order to align it to your overall business objectives. Every beginning of the year, you find people um, doing things like goal setting sessions, New Year resolutions, and all of that. But not a lot of people do it for themselves, but not a lot of people do it for their businesses. Okay, and you want to make sure that if you're somebody who wants to maximize the opportunities that exists in the entrepreneurship ecosystem, if you're somebody who wants to thrive in the entrepreneurship or business ecosystem, it is something that is essential for you to do, because that is how you align yourself to your overall goal. That is also how you align yourself to your visions, to your mission as an organization, as a business owner, right? To your entrepreneurship goals as well. And some of the things I would point out in this review section, I would like you to go back and take time to go through them one after the other. All right? So the first thing you want to do when you do a business review or like an audit for your business is to go through your financials. And when it comes to your financials, what sort of things you need to look through would be your cash flow. How has money come into your business throughout the year or over the last 12 months? You could also do over the last quarter, over the last month, right? And you need to be able to consistently review this thing to see how you're progressing. Because sometimes you look through your business and see that in a month you've made about 4 to 5 million naira, and another month you've done less. And you need to be able to see what makes a difference. How come you're making more within a certain period of time and making less within a certain period of time? When you understand your financials for the previous year, it helps you to also plan for the new year. It doesn't matter the size of your business, whether you are a one-man business, you're running a solo entrepreneur business, or you're running running a partnership or a limited liability company. Whatever the size of your business, whatever the number of staff you have, or your assets, or whatever you currently have, it is important to do a thorough review. You go through your financials, go through your profit and loss account, go through your cash flow, and just go through all your all the monies, all the financial record that you have, to help you determine how to project for yourself, your staff, and your products and services going forward. Okay, so that's about the financials. Secondly, for those who are just joining us, before I take on the second subject, for those who are just joining us, please would share this slide. So for all the bits you've missed, we'll share the slide on our YouTube channel, so you can go back and learn some of the things I've said earlier. Okay, so the second thing in the review process is to look at your people, and by people I mean your employees, your customers, as well as your partners, your vendors, the people, your suppliers, the people you work with. If you're dealing with people, which every business does, your customers or the people you deal with are like the substance of your business. So whether it's your employees, including yourself. Okay, because if you are a CEO working in a business, you are the company's employee. So you need to do a review of the people that are connected to your business: yourself, your employees, your customers, your partners, sponsors, if you have sponsors for your business, your board of directors, your shareholders, the whole mix of people that you have. You need to go through them and assess where they are. How did each category of people or persons perform in the last 12 months, in the last 6 months, in the last 3 months, in the last month? So you can also project, how to position them better. So that if there are people who are not performing, optimally well, you can also review and say, what do I need to do to ensure my people are doing better? What do I need to do to ensure that my employees perform optimally? What do I need to do to attract my customers better to my business? What do I need to do to bring in more partners? What do I need to do to ensure that my suppliers or my vendors are performing their roles to ensure that my business grows? So these are some of the things you need to consider. And if this session is, if you're learning something so far from this series, from this particular session, Please type 1000 in the comments. Type 1000 in the comments. Let me know that you're learning. Okay. The third thing you want to look at in the business review session, when you're having that for your business, is your processes, your operations, the things that you do every day to keep your business going. I'm sorry, guys, I have a bit of a cold, so pardon me and my voice. I'll try to project as much as I can, right? So you want to consider your processes. Thank you, Toba. And I see your 1000. Okay, you want to review your processes to be sure that your the process of taking your product, maybe you're into manufacturing, the process of sourcing your materials, of going through the production and even sales and customer review, all of that is intact. At what phase of this process, of your processes, do you need to improve on? What kind of documentations do you need to improve on to improve your business processes? Where is there a lapse? Sometimes if you review your business honestly, you would see that there's a lapse maybe in the material sourcing phase or even in the delivery phase. So you want to make sure that while you do the review of your business, you are tightening any gaps that exist. You're closing any gap that exists in your business. Okay. Then the fourth thing you want to do for your business when you're running your review is your products and projects. So that includes your products and services, your goods, the projects that you're running or embarking on as an organization, and you're going through them to see what can you do differently, how can you ensure that you're saving your organization money, you're not spending too much trying to run a project, but you're still able to retain profit in the business, right? You want to ensure that as you get into partnerships and you're making revenue for your company, you're also able to use that revenue, gain some profit to continue to expand your business, right? To continue to expand your business. So these are like 4 things to look out for when you do your business review. The next thing I want to talk about is house cleaning. And this is something that not a lot of entrepreneurs are quite good at, especially small business owners who are in the habit of employing family members. And I see this a lot. I've worked with, I've consulted for a few business owners when you go through their business processes, their people, and you're trying to help them, you realize that their secretary is probably a member of their family, and the person is probably not performing well, but they're not able to let them go because of a family, that family thing, or even if they're not to let them go, they can't even speak to them and say, okay, you need to improve in this area of your service delivery. And that's not good for business. For anyone who wants to grow, you need to ensure that you're able to, especially if you're a superhero, right? Especially if you're an entrepreneur, you're not afraid to speak up and say, this is what needs to be done in my business to make it better. And this is how I would love for you to improve on your service delivery. Okay, and sometimes house cleaning is not necessarily about letting a staff go. It also could mean you curbing your own excesses as an entrepreneur. What are you doing that is not working in your business? What is working in your business, and how can you improve? So those are 3 questions you need to ask yourself. What is working when you're doing your house cleaning? What is currently working in my business? What is currently not working in my business? And how can I improve? And when you consider this thoroughly, when you go through those 4 areas I've talked about, your financials, your people, your processes, your products, and your projects, when you take time to really go through all these areas, and you'll be able to find what is not working and how you can improve. Sometimes in improving, you need to cut some things. You need to remove some of those excesses, right? You need to tell yourself the truth and change some things that you're doing, change your operations, change the way you approach issues, right? So that is that about house cleaning, right? And it's important to do this every now and then. Don't wait till after another 12 months before you do this. You can do it every month, you can do it monthly, put your team together, and do a review of your business monthly. You could do it quarterly, you could do it biannually, every 6 months. Okay, what is important is that as you grow your business, as you grow your startup, you want to ensure that you are fine-tuning and growing, fine-tuning and growing, fine-tuning and growing again and again till you become, till your vision. Because really, when we start businesses as entrepreneurs, the idea is not fully formed at the beginning, right? It's not fully formed from the beginning. It's the more you work, the more you see how to improve on your processes. You don't have to be perfect in the beginning, but what makes the difference is your ability to review and fine-tune, review, fine-tune, review and fine-tune, and keep going until you get to the peak of your business, right? So the next thing I want to talk about is top opportunity sector for 2022. And this is not based on my personal, it's not my personal knowledge per se. This is based on experts' opinion from the economic and financial sectors. Okay. This is based on expert opinion. Research and studies have gone through this, but I highlighted it so that we can all benefit from this, because I'm sure as business owners we're all looking for ways to improve our business processes to become better in the new year. And so there are 5 sectors that are looking very, very good for entrepreneurs, for business owners, whether you're small or big business owner. These 5 key areas are where you should be paying attention to. Okay, they're where you should be paying attention to. Number 1 is the ICT sector. So if you are in the technology sector, if you're in the ICT space, if you're using if technology is what drives your business, if digital technology drives your business operations, whether you're in telecommunications, or you're in fintech or ed tech or social tech, whatever type of way, whatever way you're using technology to carry out your business operation, it is number 1 on the list. So if you're in the technology space, it's something you want to pay attention to and position yourself for that. And I'll speak about positioning very briefly. So the ICT space is one of the top key sectors for 2022. So you want to pay attention to that. You want to pay attention to news around ICT, news around technology, government policies around technology, investments around technology, so that you are able to get the news firsthand and apply some pressure in your business and your strategy to getting those opportunities off the ground, right? The second is financial services. So if you're in the financial services sector, whether you're providing financial service, even as little as running a POS business, okay, a POS business for receiving and transferring money, right? This is also a good space. In 2021 alone, Nigerian banks, I'm going to pull that up shortly. In 2021 alone, Nigerian banks raked in billions of naira. Nigerian banks raked in billions of naira on account maintenance alone. About 88.9 billion naira on account maintenance alone. And so that tells you that there's a lot of money in the financial services space, and so that's something to also look out for. So if you're looking to start a new business this year, these 5 key areas are things you want to look out for. Another sector to look into is manufacturing. Whether you're manufacturing, beverages, drinks, food stuff, processing, anything around manufacturing is also on the top list. There's also trade, import and exporting. It's also on the top list. And then construction sectors. Construction sector is also a key top opportunity sectors for 2022. So you want to pay attention to that in the coming months to position yourself properly for 2022. So This is the final thing I'm going to say in terms of positioning you and your business for these opportunities. If you're still here and you're getting value, let me know in the chat comment in the comment section. But also let me know which of these sectors you're all already functioning in, whether it's the ICT, the financial services space, manufacturing, trade, and construction. Tell me which of these 5 sectors you're already functioning in or you're interested in. Okay. So the next thing I'll talk about is how to position you as an entrepreneur or your business for these opportunities that exist in these 5 sectors. The first thing you want to do, in my opinion, is to review your business structure. If you're looking for opportunities, whether you're looking for grants or funding, grants or investment, equity for your business, you want to ensure that you have the right business structure for it. Most of the time, people when starting a business will go on to register as business name. Register business names, right? But that is not a very sustainable structure. It is sustainable to an extent, but depending on the growth trajectory of your business, you may need to register as a limited liability company. Sometimes as whether maybe a private, limited liability company or a public limited liability company. Okay, so but you need to review your business structure. What are the things, if you're looking for opportunities, you must be able to, your structure must be solid for anyone to be willing to invest money in. If you're not registered at all as an entrepreneur, there's already a problem, right? Because people, you most likely not get funding for your business. So you want to make sure that you have the right structure to ensure that you're able to get investments or grant opportunities to scale your business. Another thing to look out for when positioning you or your business is to take care of your people. And I already said earlier that your people includes your employees, your customers, your partners, your vendors or suppliers. And you need to take care of them because especially your employees, they're the first ambassadors for your business. They're the ones who would, attract the customers for your business. Then your customers are on the second, level. And you need to take care of them. You need to ensure that your service delivery is on point, right? I'm going to go through this quickly. Then thirdly, one thing you should also do is to brand correctly. What is your business about? What is your product? What are your products and services about? You need to be able to brand it correctly as something that people want to pay attention to. If you're into, people don't just brand anymore as one thing. You need to be able to understand your customers and the language they speak, and brand your company to address their problems, and brand it as the solution to their problems, right? So brand correctly. If you are one of our clients, you would already have access to some tools that in our founders toolbox to help you with your branding. Okay, so you want to ensure that you get that right from the beginning. Even if you don't have that right now, you can speak to one of the consultants from any of this or the partners on our toolbox to help you review your business branding and prefer solutions for you to brand correctly in 2022. The next thing you want to do, number 4, is to invest in your business visibility. The truth is, in this day and age of technology, of digital technology, and of digital marketing, people will not come to you if they don't see you. So you want to go through, make sure that you have a solid website that showcases what your business is about and how it is making a difference in the world, right? Your business doesn't have to be a non-profit organization to make a difference in the world. The fact that you're able to, if you're into manufacturing or production, you're able to produce things that help people live better, you're already making a difference for them, right? So invest in your business visibility. Be able to tell your business story, your business impact through your website, through digital tools like Facebook or Instagram, through YouTube. You could even have one of these kind of sessions that I'm having. What's important is that you're positioning your business for visibility and you're positioning yourself or your business for opportunities in 2022. The fifth thing I'll talk about now is networking and collaborations. Nobody ever succeeds by themselves. We all need people to help us succeed. And so it's important that as you have an overview, an outlook from all the things we've said so far on the sectors on top of that provide top opportunities at this point. As we've talked about those things, start looking for events, opportunities that are aligned to where you envision your business to go or to get to, and go into those places, go into those rooms, go into those networks, speak to people. Don't be shy, because if you like we say in the Christian sector, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Don't be afraid to speak up about your business. Don't be afraid to, introduce yourself, talk about your brand, market your products and your services, and get into communities that would help you grow. I'm very big on community building. I love to build, clusters of community for people to come together and share ideas, share opportunities, share information, and we have some of those opportunities in our founders toolbox at corporatebestie.com. So these are 5 ways to position yourself and your business for opportunities. I'm going to take questions now. So if you have any questions. Okay, Toba says I'm in renewables. Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can please drop them in the comment section. You can drop them in the comment section while I talk a bit briefly about CorporateBestie. Like I said, this session is recorded and the video will be on our YouTube, so you can always go back to watch it. So about CorporateBestie.com, we are a technology company and we are currently supporting founders and entrepreneurs to incorporate and launch their potential billion-dollar idea across borders in Nigeria. We're currently in Nigeria and the United States without stress or complex paperwork. So we're making it easy for people to become entrepreneurs. So if you have an idea, if you have a business idea that you want to register, we are your go-to. We're currently operational in Nigeria and the United States. Within the coming months, we'll also be operational in other parts of Africa, helping people to launch businesses, right? Helping people to incorporate and launch businesses. So you're welcome to incorporate your business with us. The way our service works is that when you incorporate with us, you also get your incorporation documents. Whether you're registering as a business name or a limited liability company or a partnership or even a non-profit organization, you get your registration documents. You'd also get your taxpayer's identification number or your employer's identification number if you're in the US. You get it as well. It's part of the package. So you get your registration documents, you get your TIN or your EIN. You also get a bank account. We've partnered with a commercial bank in Nigeria and even in the US to help you, set up your business bank account so that you're immediately running your business as you go. And then fourthly, you can also get access to our toolbox of resources such as legal resources, sales and marketing, funding opportunities, and all of that to help you scale your business, to help you launch and continue to grow your business. So from our dashboard, you can register your business and then get access to other tools to help you grow. So we're not just a business registration company, we're a business startup and development company, technology company. We exist to help businesses grow, to help entrepreneurs get started on their businesses. Okay, if you have questions, I'm waiting to take them. Okay, someone just introduced themselves. Thank you. I'll read that out for everyone who's here. Big Star Technologies, Benjamin, CEO of Big Star Technologies. We provide ICT solutions such as networking, wireless, CCTV, access control, computer sales, repair, installation, solar power, etc. Thank you so much, Big Star Technologies, Benjamin, for that introduction. So we're going to round up this session. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. at hello@corporatebestie.com would be available to respond to you. You can also go to our website at www.corporatebestie.com. So this brings me to the end of this session. You can also find us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or in those places supporting our entrepreneurs to grow. So are you an entrepreneur or are you part of the crowd? Okay. Are you an entrepreneur part of the crowd? Okay, Olubosun says, can you help with the charges on business registration? Okay, so we're currently running a promo. We're currently running a promo on business registrations. I'll take that quickly. Just give me a minute to pull that up. Give me a minute to pull that up. Okay, so we're currently running a 10% discount on all our business registration services. We have for business name or sole proprietorship. It was formerly 22,000 naira, but because of the 10% discount, it's now 19,800. So I'm going to call all the current prices. For business name, it is 19,800 naira. For partnerships, so partnership is where you have more than one person as a sole proprietor. Okay, that is going for 22,500 naira. For limited liability company, it's going for 54,000 naira. And you also get, for any of these structures you choose, you also get the bank account, the team, the founder's toolbox alongside. Okay. If you're registering a limited liability company or a C corporation in the United States, you can get it for 360,000 naira and $360 for only $360. Okay, then if you're registering an incorporated trustee, it is for 126,000 naira. Okay, this detail, if you go through the email, if you receive my email and you go through it, you'll see the price list and the discount and a link as well to get it. So, or you can also go to our website at corporatebestie.com, where you would find more details of our services. Okay, so AO says, if one is based abroad, do you help with set up Nigeria Plus account? Yes. AO, yes. Even if you're based abroad, if you want to set up a company in Nigeria, we are your go-to. We can help you do that. So thank you everybody so much for your time. I hope that you've gotten value. You can also check us out on our website, on our social media platforms. If you have any questions, feel free to go there. This video will be on our YouTube page, so YouTube channel, so that you would watch it again and again. Thank you everyone for joining, and have a good evening. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.